We have for we parents home and we want better we life, you know. We don't want them on the street, they rob and they kill. We don't into that.
Well, I have my son to feed. And my man do too good. I have my whole family. I had an only boy for my mama. And I have to try to look after my sister. And my parents left me from before I even 3 years old. And I have to be the bigger man.
For a second week, up to 15 persons from various parts of the country have been patiently waiting outside the gates of Price Barracks in hopes that they will be called upon and make the cut to join a select few in the new recruit intake of the Belize Defense Force. These individuals, including a female, have been exposed to the elements, sleeping on cartoon boxes with little water and a knapsack filled with clothing. But they remain resolute in becoming a soldier, even though they claim that they are being mistreated.
We just try to get off of the street, boss, you know, nothing out there. We try to get in at the B.D.F force, but anybody treat you rough out there, we don't have no problem if they camp out there until they try to call we in. But man, they drop out and then they call in family members from home for come get in their job because they're not high man and thing. But just because we don't have no high man behind for we back, we can't get in there. Man, they come with letter with from minister and anything and just walk straight in past we out there like nothing, like we done nothing.
The soldiers in training are chosen based on several merits, written, physical, and medical tests. In its most recent recruitment, following tests that were conducted earlier this year, a total of 600 applications were received. Of that amount, only 100 is shortlisted and brought into the recruit training program, which started 2 weeks ago. Those who dropped out are then replaced by men in waiting, but those too are from a standby list of applicants.
600 and we're only taking in 100. And so you understand the difficulty in getting that. So we have a list that is produced, and out of that list, we have 100 that came in. And whenever somebody leaves, somebody takes their place. So a standby list is produced. And we inform the personnel that are outside the gate that they won't be accepted on the list if they're standing out there.
I have several family members in the Belize Defense Force right now who tell me they pass through the same thing and they never gone through this. No police can chase them, nobody chase them fire. Wait up to about 3 weeks right out here and get in the job right now. Right now.
So you guys aren't the first to wait out there to get into the B.D.F?
No, sir.
We don't know the first.
We are not the first.
A lot of them in a suit right now pass out there and tell we hold strong, brother. When I get in, we pass through this,
I wouldn't say they weren't able to pass the test, but their grades weren't all that good. So we need people who can actually operate at a different level nowadays, especially with the way technology and all the increases in statistics have been going along. So that is why we try and pick the best, so that they need to improve what they can in order for them to come in.
But acting commander of the B.D.F, Colonel Stephen Ortega, says that there are only 2 lists from which the force is operating, an original and the standby lists. And today the police were called in to remove the gathering for several reasons.
Yes, it was an instruction passed down because what happened, our policemen or B.D.F police went out there and asked them to move. They said that they will not move, so we asked the police to come in and move them out of the place. We're asking them to leave because if you notice, they're out there exposed to the elements. There's not proper food, not proper sanitation, and they're short of rest, basically. So if they're called upon to come into training, they'll be defeating themselves.
Some allege that racism is at the root of the issue, something that the command of the B.D.F says is not condoned within the force.
Some of the sergeants, then staff sergeant, come out there and then they talk about they want all black man go home because they want Mayan Defense Force and anything there, but anything they're not right, man.
That is never so. Never ever in the B.D.F we've had those type of remarks, and we'll never accept it or tolerate it. So the B.D.F has no ethnicity. We're just B.D.F, that's it.
Duane, Moody for News 5.